you're not the first country artist.
Right.
For me to talk to who had never been out of the country before the music industry took them out.
Yeah.
And forced you to use your passport.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, right? So what were your impressions of Canada before you got here? You can be honest.
I mean, I really didn't know what to think about it.
Yeah.
I guess I learned so much about Canada like in the last day than I've ever have because I just never really.
An afterthought. It's that big, huge chunk of land up there.
Yeah.
It's really cold.
Yeah, I never thought I would be up here, really, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's cool that music brought me here.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's going to take you further than Canada.
Well, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Okay, so I know a little bit about your story and going through high school and being a music fan. But, I mean, if we could dig into that a little bit, what kind of music was around you when you were growing up? What were the parents playing? What were the siblings playing? Your friends? What were you guys into?
A lot of like 70s, 80s rock and roll all the way up through high school, like Journey, Bob Seger, like CCR.
Yeah.
That's like all I listened to growing up.
Yeah.
From my parents.
So real guitar based, like some progressive rock, some southern rock.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not a surprise. If you listen to your music, you can hear that in there. You leave room in your writing for guitar solos.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "What about the singing?" No, I like guitar better. I mean,
the thing is, though, in your videos, when you're playing your acoustic guitar and there's like a guitar solo shredding like crazy, I'm just like,
yeah.
Do you can you shred
I
on
can't
an electric?
shred like
No,
that.
that's not. You delegate that.
Yeah. But my best friend, actually, he's the guitar player. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he actually taught me how to play guitar in high school.
Okay, so this is a great story.
Yeah.
So you guys, so he already was a quote unquote musician.
Yeah, he started at 5. I started at 14.
Yeah. What was he? What do you mean? Like, were his parents like musicians, and then he got into it? Okay.
Yeah, his dad was like crazy singer, musician, all the things. And I met him in guitar and recording class in high school, and it's funny because he actually taught me more than the teacher did.
Yeah.
I just noticed that he was really good at playing, and I was like, "Hey, could you show me a few things?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So he showed me a few chords, and then after that, we became best friends. He still plays with me. It's great.
How cool is that? So his dad wanted him to go and kind of do his thing.
Yeah.
And because of him sharing his gift and what his dad was teaching him with his pal, you now are taking him around the world and across the country and across the continent playing music.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And actually, like this Friday, we're playing the Opry together, and I invited him to play with me. It's just so cool. We started together, and it's like, I don't know. It's just really cool to like do it together.
I can't imagine there being anything better.
And when I asked him, he was like, "What? Like, really?
Yeah.
You want me to play the Opry with you?" I was
what
like,
was he doing? What's he doing? What was like? Is he a full-time musician now?
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Full-time.
Like in Nashville.
Yep.
We're like session player.
He doesn't do as much sessions. He has a couple, but it's mostly just gigs and stuff.
Okay.
He travels a lot.
Until he's full-time employed with you.
Yeah.
Traveling the world, headlining arena tours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's the plan.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds so. What's his name?
Eli. Patrick.
There you go. And so are you guys are you like texting him all the time?
All
this is
the
like
time,
you guys are tight like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How about that? So you kind of have him to thank a little bit for expanding your musical horizons.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For taking the love that you had for Journey and Bob Seger and things like that and turning it into, we could make our own versions of this stuff.
Yeah.
You remember the first song you ever wrote? Early song anyway, something that actually like...
Before Nashville, it was called Light Above a Hill. Very cringy and very just like, unprofessional, but...
Careful when you say cringy, because I've talked to enough writers over the years now and musicians over the years now that when they play me some of this stuff, or when they go back and visit, it's usually not as cringy as you might think it is.
Really? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you have some recency bias, right? You're probably like, the new stuff is great and it's well produced, and we do it down in Nashville. Light Above a Hill is a nice title.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, what was it about?
Honestly, I think it was just about like faith and the light above the hill. The light comes up and it's just like, I don't know. The sun comes up and it's great. It's like a good feeling. Yeah. I guess that's what I wrote it about.
It's not so cringy, man. That sounds pretty great. I was
like 15 when I wrote it. So.
Yeah. Do you remember how it goes? I'm not going to make you sing it. Don't worry.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Maybe. I haven't sang it in years. So.
Well, give me a little bit of the chorus. You don't have to sing it. You can say it if you want.
It's like, and I fall down right in the good of your hands, and you guide me Up to the top and to the good. Something like that.
Sounds pretty good to me, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It's not, cringe is not the word. A word
well,
I would
thank you. I
associate
appreciate
with that,
I guess for me, I'm super picky about my music now. So.
Good. That's okay. You're allowed to be. Yeah. Don't beat yourself up about that stuff, though, man. That's the dawn. Like to use the metaphor of the light coming. There's the dawn of your career, right?
Yep.
Right there, the light above.
I might have to revisit that someday.
That's a good idea, man.
Spark something in me now. I might have to go back and
light's a good metaphor and everything for a lot of things, right? You just use spark too.
Mm-hmm.
So at what point? I know there's been a lot written about you as far as working full-time after high school as a mail carrier.
Yeah.
And doing that, and then, having gigs and stuff while you were doing a lot of the musicians I talked to had a regular gig, a quote-unquote regular job while they were hoping, or not even hoping, just like pursuing some music.
Yeah.
While you were doing that and playing gigs and stuff, did you actually think that you would ever be doing this, what you're doing right now?
Heck no. I didn't think it would be this far.
Really?
I just thought I was going to play local gigs in my hometown, and I was making, good money doing it. I was so busy.
Yeah.
And that's
What kind of gigs?
Bars and like restaurants.
And they paid pretty well.
Yeah.
As cash.
Yeah. I mean, pretty well at the time.
Yeah.
Compared to now, like now it's like, I'm just like, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like that much for 30 minutes? You know what I mean?
Right,
but it's so different than it used to be. I got, I was lucky to get $200 for 3 hours. Like it was just so different.
Well, that's good money.
Yeah.
And it's cash, and you're like, and how many gigs were you doing a week?
3 to 4.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's pretty, and working full time during the day.
Working full time. Yeah.
Yeah. And then getting up and going back to work and
I just repeat every day.
But every place that you were going, the bars and stuff that you had regular gigs at, the people who owned the bars or managed the bars were really happy with what you did and happy with the music, and the customers were happy.
I played at a lot of the same places. They always wanted me back.
Yeah.
So like this one, it's called The Pub, actually great place. And he's like, can you come back once a month and I'll pay you this fee? Just play once a month. Yeah. And I did, and it was packed every time. I just kind of gained this like, fame in my town, and everybody would show up and it would sell out, and it was really fun. That's cool.
That's pretty cool. Were ever like nervous about that stuff, or?
I mean, when I first started, but it got to the point it was just so much fun, and everybody was like friends, and they were singing along with me, and it was great. Home
court advantage.
Yeah,
I like that, man. What kind of stuff? Was it all covers, or were you throwing some originals in?
A little bit of both. It was mostly covers, though.
Okay.
Chris Stapleton, Bob Seger, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I was always into that stuff. So
it's such good stuff to listen to when you're in a bar, too, right?
Yeah,
it's the right vibe for that.
John Denver.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
and people are like, "Oh yeah, let's go."
That was my encore song. So
that's great. Would Take Me Home?
Yeah, Take Me Home.
Oh, let's go. Beautiful. How did you discover what range your voice was right for? I mean, I'm sure working with the Warner Brothers, stuff like that, these things are gonna, when you meet the pros in Nashville, it's gonna help, and they're gonna be like, oh, we can write to that.
Right.
But when you're doing it, I mean, like, did you discover like particular cover songs that you were doing fit your range really well, your voice, your tone?
A lot of Stapleton was very, very like, I loved to sing it, and it was comfortable to sing.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something I learned.
That's a flex right there, though. Because and I know you're not doing it to flex, but I mean, I find that, and I hope you take this the way I'm intending it, but somewhere between Eric Church and Stapleton.
Eric Church is one of my favorites.
There you go, like right in there, right? Yeah. Like, because Stapleton's got a little bit more of that bassy growl.
Yep.
And Eric's a little bit kind of on the higher end of stuff, and you're kind of somewhere in between.
Sound,
That's it, man.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a nice sweet spot there, man.
Yeah,
Those are
love it.
two
Thank you. That's a compliment.
Yeah. No. It's meant to be. I was like, oh damn, listen to that. And then you're like not scared to go for it either, like live and like in the studio. You're like, you're gonna push your vocal range.
Heck yeah, dude. Go all out.
Yeah.
No auto-tune, just straight up, old style. Just get her done.
Was that always, did you always have access to that? Like, did you have access to that, or did you have to go and learn how to breathe and diaphragm stuff?
I had vocal lessons for about 3 months, and all I did, they just trained me how to breathe correctly and just protect my voice long term.
Right. I mean, you hear all these stories about people. It
wasn't about learning to sing. It was more of just protecting it.
Yeah.
With travel and all that stuff and warm-ups.
So that's a more recent thing that you've done.
Yeah, very recent. But I didn't have it when I started singing. It definitely took time to get there, and I trained my voice and just kind of, it's like a muscle.
Yeah.
You know, it
For
is
sure.
muscle.
It is muscle.
So it just worked itself to where it is now. It's changed recently too.
Your voice has?
It's gotten richer and deeper and just more lush, I feel like. Even from like last year when I made the record. It's different.
You can hear it differently now.
Oh yeah. It's very different actually. Not very, but like to me it's very different.
That's pretty cool. I bet you that
Live,
tracks
especially.
though. That tracks because I mean, if you listen to early Eric Church records, they sound a lot different than they do like in the last say 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
I was like 20 years old when we made the record, so 22 now.
Yeah. You're still like actually physically growing.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy,
huh?
huh?
My voice. It's cool.
That is really cool. Hey, I interviewed. This is crazy. I don't know if you've ever heard of Anne Murray, but Anne Murray's a famous Canadian singer, legendary. Snowbird. Check it out. You'll like it.
Okay.
Anne Murray. What is she now? She's got to be 80, right? Got to be 80 years old now. And I've interviewed her a few times over the years, and she told me that her voice was still getting better the older that she got.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like every time I sing live, I learn something new about my own song I didn't even know about.
Yeah.
You know, like I sing the songs not too different from the record, but so much more fun to me live.
Okay, talk to me a little bit about Weak, where it came from. The idea. I know you. Is this with the Warren Brothers?
Yes.
It is with the Warren Brothers. Now they are incredible.
Yes.
And I'm kind of doing a little bit of the math, the musical math. They're a good fit for you. I know it's a fluke thing, like how you met them and bumped into them and all of that stuff. But I mean, they wrote one of my favorite Tim McGraw songs, "Highway Don't Care," which is just
Great
like,
song.
I just love that track.
I sing harmony with it on them.
It's the best, right? And there's room for a guitar solo in that song too. So that kind of fits with your vibe too. So just a little bit about what Week's all about, where it came from.
Yeah, Week actually, I wrote the melody of the chorus on my mail route when I was working for the post office. And I recorded it on my recorder. I used to put a recorder in my bag because I would write melodies and sometimes I'd forget them. So I started carrying a recorder. And when I went to Nashville, they're like, you know, do you have anything that you love? You know, show us a melody or a lyric. And I had that. And they're like, that is like amazing. Let's put lyrics to it. So we sat down. That's the first thing I did actually when I went to Nashville for the first time was write Week. And we sat down. We had it done in like 45 minutes. And
that song was written in 45 minutes?
Yeah.
With the thing that you had, kind of like with the bass that you had?
Yep. Yeah. It was crazy.
That's fast.
And then 20 minutes later, we drove to the studio and recorded it. They were just like, all right, you ready to go in the studio? I'm like, I've never even been in the studio. And I was like on cloud 9, dude. I was like, this is...
Your first time ever in a studio, you record that song that you just wrote.
Yep.
They don't mess around,
They don't mess around at all. And they told me, they're like, usually it doesn't work like this, but you're only here for 2 days, so we're getting her done. It was wild.
So you left that. I know they had to mix and master and do whatever after you left, but you hear the finished product, and compared to what you came up with while you were walking on a particular street outside of a house you were delivering some mail to, compared to that, how did the finished result compare?
Honestly, I mean, all I had was "You Make Me Weak." That's all I had, and it was like so just cool. I don't know. I was the most excited I've ever felt about music when I got that recording back. So,
well, I mean, what a gift. What an amazing gift. And like, it doesn't normally happen that way, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you talk to people who, you know, a lot of times people will tell me that hit songs came about relatively quickly, not that fast, but that hit songs come, and sometimes people just fight over things. And they're like, I actually wrote the idea of this 10 years ago, and then I revisited it 5 years ago, and then I blah, 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 and we banged around with different producers and stuff. Yeah. Sometimes
we clicked so well, too, like in the writing room. We're just I have an old soul, I feel like, for my age, and they are obviously older than I am, but I don't know, it clicked, and like, they're like my brothers now. Like, you know, we write all the time together.
You're you're an unofficial Warren brother.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
when the three of us get together, it's like the Three Stooges. It's crazy.
Week. What's Week about?
Week is about my faith and my fiance now, recently. We just got engaged.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Been together since high school. So it's pretty cool.
Okay. And so, but how Week? What the title Week and your fiance and your faith?
I think it just kind of... Week just felt right, like singing it. Literally, I was just singing Week, and it just felt right.
Like, they're the things that give you strength.
Yeah.
I'm weak without you, all of that stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
It's pretty cool, man. It's a vulnerable idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're okay with that? You're okay with like being vulnerable with your music?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Pretty important with art, right? One more place I've never been. You can't say that about Canada anymore.
No, can't say that.
Tell me about one more place I've ever been. This is the first song of yours that I heard. And I was like,
song.
Oh, he's going for it.
Yeah,
with the vocals. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, when we wrote that song, it was very. I wasn't sure I liked it, to be honest with you. It was very out of my. I grew up listening to blues and stuff. It was very different, but it kind of had that rock feel. But it was hard for me to like sing that type of music. I was just like, again, I was learning my voice, learning the phrasing, and then like a year later, I just kept singing it, kept practicing. Now it's like one of my favorites. Very fictional, song, but I think it's really cool because it's not only like geographical, like one more place I've never been, but it's like in that girl's heart and her soul. That's also one more place I've never been. I've never felt those feelings with her. It's good, right? Because one of the exciting things about country music is that most of the topics that we're, in the songs that we play on the radio, we've talked about them before. We've sung about them before. Yeah. Love and heartbreak and loss and hope and all of these things. You come up with a new and unique way to sing about it. Well, thanks. I want to put a twist on it. I remember saying that to the No, that's what I mean. Yeah. Let's change it. You got like a glint in your eye. It's like it's kind of exciting, right? When you come up with something like that, you're like, that's the magic. It's cool. It's cool. What are you excited about that's coming up? Man, the Opry. Yeah, in a couple days. Yeah. The Grand Ole Opry is like something I never even thought I would step foot on, but I'm really excited for that. So. All right. Well, I'll check in with you. I'll look on the socials and make sure, because I won't be lucky enough to be in the audience that day, but I know you're going to have a lot of people there cheering for you. So. Well, thanks, man. I think my whole hometown's going to be there. So. Yeah, it's not very big, so. That's awesome. Thanks for doing this, man. That was awesome. Yeah, thank you, Paul.